Will the House come to order? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Alcos, Ms. Amato, Ms. Bellotti, Mr. Chun, Ms. Cochran,
Excused?
Mr. Evslin, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Garrett, Ms. Grandinetti, Mr. Hashem, Mr. Holt, Mr. Hussey, Mr. Iligan, Ms. Iwamoto, Ms. Kahaloa, Ms. Capella, Ms. Kohokapu Liloy, Mr. Kila, Ms. Kitagawa, Mr. Kong, Mr. Kush, Ms. Lachika, Ms. Lamosao, Mr. Lee, Ms. Lowen, Ms. Martin, Mr. Matayoshi, Ms. Matsumoto, Mr. Miyake, Ms. Morikawa, Mr. Muraoka, Ms. Nakamura, Mr. Olds, Ms. Peruso, Mr. Pirik, Ms. Poepoe, Mr. Quinlan, Ms. Reyes-Oda,
Excused?
Mr. Sayama,
Excused?
Mr. Shimizu, Ms. Souza, Mr. Takayama, Ms. Takenouchi, Mr. Tam, Mr. Tarnas, Ms. Templo, Mr. Todd, Mr. Ward,
Excused?
Mr. Woodson,
Excused?
Mr. Yamashita. Madam Speaker.
Here.
Madam Speaker, 46 members are present, 5 are excused.
Thank you. Item number 2, reading of the journal. Representative Morikawa.
Madam Speaker, may this matter be deferred.
So ordered. Item number 3, messages from the governor. Mr. Clerk, are there any messages from the governor?
Madam Speaker, there are none.
Item number 4, Senate communications. Mr. Clerk, are there any Senate communications?
Madam Speaker, there are none.
Introductions. Members, are there any introductions? Representative Matayoshi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In the gallery are several Okinawan education officials, along with representatives from the Hawaii United Okinawa Association and 20 of the top Okinawan high school students who are participants in the Hawaii Okinawa High School Student Exchange Program. The program is celebrating its 35th anniversary, making it the longest-running Hawaii-Japan high school student exchange program. This program involves a 2-week homestay with a Hawaii high school student and their families, and one of them is even staying in my district. These exceptional students are very interested in learning how Hawaii's leaders address major issues and the insights that guide them towards a better future. Please stand to be recognized. Welcome to the House of Representatives, and Speaker, may I have permission to insert their names into the journal?
So ordered.
Thank you.
Members, any further introductions? Representative Iligan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. What a lovely day to introduce the support of Amy Agbayani on the floor. There's over 40 advocates here. And in the gallery, I want to ask the members to please hold your applause until I call the different organizations. I don't think we have enough time to call all your individual names. So let's start with the Department of Education. The members, please rise. If you fall in 2 different hats, just stand up where you feel appropriate. The University of Hawaii, or just remain standing. The Patsy Mink PAC, the Legal Aid Clinic, the Hawaii Coalition for Civil Rights, Ethnic Education Hawaii, Pamantasan, Filmcom Cares, the Filipino Chamber of Commerce, Local 5, Workers Center, also individuals who are here to support Amy Agbayani, please rise. And for those who are not, just rise anyway, just to make it look good. Members, please welcome them to the House of Representatives.
Representative Miyake.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I wanted to introduce my office staff. Can you stand when your name is called? My office manager, Kathy, my committee clerk, Michael, and my legislative aide, Kavika. Welcome to the House of Representatives.
Representative Garcia.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to introduce in the audience two friends from the North Shore, Art and Peggy Hanneman. Thank you for being here and welcome to your House of Representatives.
Members, any further introductions? Representative La Chica.
Members, just wanted to recognize former Senator Bennett Misalucha, also with the Workforce Development Council, and also Constancio Paranal with the Filipino Chamber of Commerce and the Honolulu Office of Economic Revitalization, and President of the Filipino Chamber of Commerce, Melody Calisay. Welcome to your House of Representatives.
Representative Evslin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to welcome today Mike DeHelig from Kauai, who I'm only welcoming him because he asked me not to. Mike DeHelig is the former managing director on Kauai and current senior policy advisor for Brian Schatz. Welcome to your House of Representatives.
Okay, seeing no further introductions, we will move on to the order of the day. Item number 5, floor presentations. Mr. Clerk, are there any floor presentations?
Yes, Madam Speaker, we have one floor presentation today. House Resolution number 13, recognizing Dr. Amafil Amy Agbayani for her unparalleled dedication to immigrant rights, advocacy for the Filipino community, and contributions to shaping a more inclusive and equitable society. This resolution is offered by Representative Ilagan.
Representative Ilagan.
Madam Speaker, I move to adopt the resolution.
Representative Lamosao.
Madam Speaker, I second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the resolution be adopted. Any discussion? Representative Ilagan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. You know, this is actually my first floor presentation, and I was in charge of floor presentation for the last 2 years, but I didn't do one. But this is the most important floor presentation I want to say I'll ever make in my whole entire life at this moment. And it is really, really an honor to stand before you today to speak about a noteworthy advocate, leader, and voice for immigrant communities. Dr. Amy Agbayani, a steadfast champion of civil rights, she has dedicated her life to fighting for social justice. I know you're going to cry. Equality and rights for immigrants, particularly in our home state of Hawaii. Dr. Agbayani has changed countless lives and has left an enduring mark on the pursuit of justice for all. And for most people, they don't really understand how much work Amy Agbayani has done. I mean, I have seen her come to my office advocating, and then all of a sudden I try to sneak out to the back door because I know what she wants. And then I go to the speaker's office because I gotta tell speaker that this is what Amy wants. And then I look out a speaker's door, Amy Agbayani's right there in the guest room, waiting. You can never hide from her. Amy Agbayani's journey began in the Philippines, where she was born and raised before moving to the United States on an East-West Center fellowship. As an immigrant scholar and activist, she recognized that immigrants often face systemic barriers that limit their access to education, employment, and civic participation. Rather than accepting these injustices, Dr. Agbayani made it her mission to fight for inclusion and equal opportunities for all. Dr. Agbayani is best known for her work at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where she has led the Student Equity, Excellence, and Diversity Seed Program. Through this initiative, she worked relentlessly to increase access to higher education for immigrants, minority groups, and underrepresented students. Dr. Agbayani believes that education is a fundamental right and a powerful tool for empowerment. She understands that providing opportunities for academic success was one of the most effective ways to uplift entire communities. She spearheaded Filipino programming at UH Manoa, leading to the Center for Philippine Studies, which allows Filipino students and community members to feel culturally connected to their Filipino roots while living here in Hawaii. And that's why it's so special for me, because as a Filipino, to see other competent, inspiring Filipino leaders paving the way for our state just warms my heart. Generations of activists, scholars, and leaders have been inspired by Dr. Agbayani to pursue social justice here in Hawaii. Hawaii is the state with the highest percentage of immigrants in the United States. Hawaii combines the richness of native Hawaiian culture with traditions from all over the world, especially Asia, to create the magical place we get to call home. Diversity is the strength of Hawaii, and Dr. Agbayani has devoted her life to sharing that message. Her legacy is shaped by the lives she has touched and communities she has strengthened. And just so you know, even though I know you're never supposed to share the age of a lady, but just to say, she normally says she's 120 years old, but she's 80 years old and still doing this work. Like if I was 80 years old, I'll be at home, resting, sleeping, doing things that 80-year-old people do. So as we reflect on the contributions of Dr. Amy Agbayani, let us remember that the fight for immigrant rights is far from over. In a world where many still face discrimination, deportation, and systemic barriers, we must carry forward her mission. We must advocate for policies that protect and uplift our immigrant population. We must endure that education remains accessible to all. And above all, we must uphold the values of inclusion, fairness, and justice that Dr. Agbayani has championed throughout her life. Amy Agbayani's work teaches us that change is possible when we are willing to stand up, speak out, and fight for what is right. Thank you.
Representative Lamosao.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today, we celebrate the remarkable contributions of Dr. Amafil Amy Agbayani, a fearless advocate for civil rights, education, and equity. Her unwavering dedication has shaped opportunities for Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander communities across our nation, ensuring that our voices are heard, our stories are valued, and our presence is recognized in spaces where we once were unseen. She was a founding chair of the Hawaii Civil Rights Commission, worked tirelessly to advance immigration justice, and played a pivotal role in local and national organizations that advocate for equity and inclusion. Her impact reached the White House when she was appointed the White House Advisory Commission on Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders, where she fought for policies that uplifted our communities and addressed systemic inequities. Dr. Agbayani's work is more than advocacy. It is a lasting legacy. Because of her, generations of AA and HPI individuals now exist in spaces and careers that our ancestors once only dreamed of. Because of her, we can continue to break ceilings, defy expectations, and honor the sacrifices of those who came before us. Because of her, my grandfather received his rightful recognition as a World War II veteran and soldier. My sister found her path in pharmacy, and immigrant community members in District 36 can now become nurses without restarting their education. Dr. Agbayani's impact is not just felt today, it will continue to shape lives for generations to come. Mahalo, Tita Amy, for your leadership, your courage, and your unwavering commitment to justice.
Members, any further discussion? Representative Hussey.
Madam Speaker, I'd like to rise in support of the resolution
Please
and
proceed.
to thank my neighbor just up the street in Kalihi Valley for her tireless work over the decades. And as someone who is both Hawaiian and Filipino, I want to appreciate her role not only as someone who has stood up for what we as Filipinos need, but what we all need. She really exemplifies the idea of solidarity, that what it means to do this kind of work is not just to stand up for yourself, but to understand what other people need and to make our cause a common cause. Thank you very much.
If there's no further discussion, we'll call for the voice vote. All those in favor, please say aye. The motion is carried. Representative Iligan, please proceed with the certificate and lay presentation. The chair will call a recess to allow the members of the House to meet and congratulate the honoree. Recess. Will the House come to order? Members, we're back on the order of the day. Item number 6, reports of standing committees. Representative Todd.
Madam Speaker, I move to adopt Standing Committee Report numbers 433 through 532 as listed on pages 2 through 27, and that the accompanying House bills, as may be amended, pass second reading and/or be referred to their designated committees.
Representative Morikawa.
Madam Speaker, I second the motion.
Is there any discussion on these items, starting with Standing Committee Report number 433? Standing Committee Report number 434, Representative Pyrick.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report number 435. Standing Committee Report number 436. Standing Committee Report number 437, Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Muraoka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to rise in support
Please
with
proceed.
reservations. I agree this is a great idea, and I would like to see it even expanded into other areas besides education. But thank you for the introduction.
Just to confirm, Representative Shimizu, that's with reservations.
That's correct. Sorry if I wasn't clear about that.
So ordered. Turning next to Standing Committee Report number 438, Representative Pyrick.
Thank you. For the previous measure, no vote.
On Standing Committee Report 437.
Yes, please.
Okay. Any further discussion on Standing Committee Report 437? Okay, then we'll turn to Standing Committee Report number 438. Standing Committee Report number 439. Representative Pyrick.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report number 440. Representative Pyrick.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Moroka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Reyes-Oda.
Reservations.
So ordered. Top of page 4, Standing Committee Report number 441, Representative Garcia.
With reservations.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report number 442. Standing Committee Report number 443. Standing Committee Report number 444. Standing Committee Report number 445. Standing Committee Report number 446. Standing Committee Report number 447. Standing Committee Report number 448. Top of page 6, Standing Committee Report number 449. Standing Committee Report number 450. Standing Committee Report 451, Representative Garcia.
Sorry, on 450 with reservations, and at the appropriate time, the measure just before that, 449, no vote.
Okay, let's stick on 450. So reservations for Representative Garcia on Standing Committee Report number 450. Any further discussion on 450, Representative Alcos?
When you get time, 449.
Okay. Any further discussion on Standing Committee Report number 450? Okay, seeing none, we're going to go back to Standing Committee Report number 449. Mr. Clerk, please record a no vote for Representative Garcia and Representative Alcos.
No vote.
So ordered. Any further discussion on 449? Representative Matsumoto.
Reservations.
So ordered. Okay, turning next to Standing Committee Report number 451, Representative Pyrick.
Thank you. In opposition.
Please proceed.
This bill basically stockpiles abortion pills for our state. We don't need to do that. We should be championing life. It's in our state motto.
Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Muraoka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Matsumoto.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Reyes-Oda.
Reservations.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. No vote, please.
So ordered. Representative Alcos.
No vote.
So ordered. Turning next to Standing Committee Report number 452. Standing Committee Report 453. Standing Committee Report 454. Standing Committee Report 455. Standing Committee Report 456. Standing Committee Report 457. Standing Committee Report 458, Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in opposition with comments, please.
Please proceed.
My concern is based on the negative concerns and testimonies from three groups. One is the Hawaii Harbors User Group, the Hawaii Hawaii Longline Association, and also a captain from Andy Sailing. And the comments that were presented were compelling enough for me to be in opposition. I can understand the intent being well-meaning, but the comments that were shared is of concern because these users are going to be very affected by it. So I think I would suggest if this bill would be deferred and conversation and communication with the community to engage them and come up with solutions that would be put everybody on the same page. I think that would be preferred. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Any further discussion on Standing Committee Report 458? Seeing none, Standing Committee Report 459. Representative Olds.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just wanted to declare a potential conflict of interest.
Please state your potential conflict.
I am a disabled veteran, and this would impact me potentially, but my understanding of the bill, I don't think it will.
Recess, subject to the call of the chair. Will the House come to order? Representative Olds, thank you for your request. The chair will rule that you have no conflict, and that ruling will stand for the remainder of session. Any further discussion on Standing Committee Report number 459? Standing Committee Report 460? Standing Committee Report 461? Standing Committee Report 462? Standing Committee Report 463. Standing Committee Report 464. Standing Committee Report 465. Standing Committee Report 466. Standing Committee Report 467. Standing Committee Report 468. Standing Committee Report 469. Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Pyrick.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Moroka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in support with reservations and comments, please.
Please proceed.
Although I understand the good intention of this bill, it's my belief that Hawaiian Electric should be the one that foots the bill for this endeavor and not state taxpayers. Thank you.
Representative Matsumoto.
With reservations.
Representative Reyes-Oda.
Reservations.
Okay, turning next to Standing Committee Report 470, 471, Standing Committee Report 472, Standing Committee Report 473, Standing Committee Report 474, Standing Committee Report 475, Standing Committee Report 476, Standing Committee Report 477, Standing Committee Report 478, Standing Committee Report 479, Standing Committee Report 480, Standing Committee Report 481, Standing Committee Report 482, Representative Kong.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Although I understand,
Are you in support?
I'm
Opposition?
sorry, I rise in opposition.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Although I understand that this is something that will be good for workers, I think it infringes on private enterprise to conduct their business according to what they think is best for their company. So I think this is not really necessary. So thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Reyes-Oda.
Reservations.
So ordered. Representative Muraoka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Matsumoto.
Reservations.
So ordered. Okay, turning next to Standing Committee Report number 483. Standing Committee Report 484. Standing Committee Report 485. Standing Committee Report 486. Standing Committee Report 487. Standing Committee Report 488. Top of page 16, Standing Committee Report 489, Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 490, Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 491, Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 492, Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 493. Standing Committee Report 494, Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 495. Standing Committee Report 496, Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 497, Representative Muraoka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Matsumoto.
Same request.
So ordered. Representative Alcos.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report number 498, Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in opposition with comments, please.
Please proceed.
I think people are struggling, and this would be very hurtful to them. So, thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Kong.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Matsumoto.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Reyes-Oda.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Alcos.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Muraoka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Amato.
With reservations.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report number 499. Standing Committee Report 500. Standing Committee Report 501. Standing Committee Report 502, Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 503, Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in support with reservations and a comment, please.
Please proceed.
Although I think this is a good idea and a provision, I think 25% is way too much. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Pierik.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 504, Representative Garcia.
No vote.
Representative Pierik.
No
So
vote.
ordered. Representative Pierik, so ordered. Standing Committee Report number 505. Standing Committee Report 506. Standing Committee Report 507. Standing Committee Report 508. Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 509. Standing Committee Report 510. Standing Committee Report 511. Representative Pyrick.
With reservations?
Please proceed.
Thank you. I think it's a good idea to have this bill, basically mandate our state to do certain health requirements. But if we focus in on the word mandate or just the concept of us telling the state how to do healthcare, I think the private sector is better off at conducting those things. So it's a good intent, but maybe we shouldn't tell them how to do it.
Standing Committee Report 512. Standing Committee Report 513. Standing Committee Report 514. Standing Committee Report 515. Representative Garcia.
With reservations.
So ordered. Representative Alcos.
Same request.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 516. Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Muraoka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Pyrick.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Kong.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Matsumoto.
Same request.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. With reservations.
So ordered. Representative Reyes Oda.
Reservations.
So ordered. Representative Alcos.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Martin.
I rise in support. I just wanted to clarify that this bill is about universal purchasing, so enabling our state to ensure supply at a reasonable and fair price for our healthcare providers, many of whom are small businesses, and our consumers who may wish to have that product.
Any further discussion on Standing Committee Report 516? Okay, turning to Standing Committee Report 517, Representative Garcia.
With reservations.
So ordered. Representative Pyrick.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report 518. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in support with comments, please.
Please proceed.
I wanted to thank the introducer for this important bill and thank my fellow colleagues for moving this forward and passing this legislation. Thank you.
Standing Committee Report 519. Top of page 24. Standing Committee Report 520. Standing Committee Report, Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Again, I want to just rise in support with comments, please.
Please proceed.
Again, acknowledging this great bill and appreciate the introducer for introducing this important protection for our most in need. So, thank you.
Standing Committee Report 521. Standing Committee Report 522. Standing Committee Report 523. Standing Committee Report 524. Representative Garcia.
No vote.
Representative Muraoka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Pyrick.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Matsumoto.
Reservations.
So ordered. Representative Alcos.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in support with reservations and a comment, please.
Please proceed.
I feel that this provision is very good. My concern is to make sure parental rights are protected with good communication between the child and the parent. Thank you.
Standing Committee Report 525. Standing Committee Report 526. Representative Garcia.
With reservations.
So ordered. Representative Bellotti.
Thank you. With reservations, brief comment.
Please proceed.
Same reservations with other insurance mandates that I've mentioned previously on other bills. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Standing Committee Report 527. Standing Committee Report 528. Representative Garcia.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Kong.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Muraoka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. With reservations, please.
So ordered. Representative Reyes-Oda.
Reservations.
So ordered. Representative Alcos.
No vote.
So ordered. Standing Committee Report number 529. Standing Committee Report 530. Standing Committee Report 531. Standing Committee Report 532. Representative Kong.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Matsumoto.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Muraoka.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Reyes-Oda.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Alcos.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Shimizu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. No vote, please.
So ordered. Representative Garcia.
In opposition?
Please proceed.
Madam Speaker, I rise in strong opposition to House Bill 1118, a bill that seeks to remove the religious exemption to vaccinations within the DOE. This bill is a direct assault on the First Amendment of our parents and families within our state. The First Amendment is clear. The government shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. This bill would do exactly that, prohibit the free exercise of religion by families who hold sincere convictions regarding vaccinations. This is about more than just policy. It's about our fundamental rights. This bill tells parents across Hawaii, we don't care what your beliefs are. We, the state, know what's best for you. It's a bold assertion by the government that it can dictate the choices of families that they make with their children, and that is simply unacceptable. Let's look at the larger picture. In California, about 10 years ago, their Senate passed a bill similar to this one, which removed non-medical exemptions to vaccinations for children attending schools. The impact was immediate and undeniable. School enrollment in their public school system dropped dramatically as families were forced to choose between their deeply held beliefs or their children's education. Again, forcing families to choose between their personal convictions and beliefs and their children's education. That's a reality when the government takes away the freedom of conscience and the right to choose. It has been mentioned that this bill is needed due to the drop in certain vaccine rates here in Hawaii, with the rate of herd immunity below 95%, just under it, for certain vaccines. Officials claim that this poses a public health risk to our population. But I ask the question, why isn't the health department focusing on educating the public about the importance of vaccinations? If the health department truly wants to encourage public participation and involvement, it's called informed consent, not force, not coercion. We must empower our families with knowledge, allowing them to make their own decisions based on an understanding and respect for their personal values, rather than pushing them into compliance through mandates. Many years ago, a wise man once said, quote, "Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety." And that man is on your $100 bill. Madam Speaker, we are being asked today to sacrifice our essential liberties, our right to religious freedom, and to make decisions for our own families, all for the promise of safety. But in doing so, we undermine the very freedoms that make us who we are as a state and as a nation. This isn't just about vaccinations, it's about our fundamental rights as a free people in a free nation. It's about the liberty of conscience. The ability to make decisions based on our personal beliefs should never be taken away by the government. So today on this floor, are we willing to stand up for the rights of families? Are we willing to protect the liberty of conscience? Or will we give in to an overreach that compromises our freedoms? This bill was introduced by request of the governor. That says a lot. I urge this body to reject House Bill 1118. Let's protect the rights of Hawaii's families and stand firm in defense of our God-given liberties. Mahalo.
Representative Alcos.
Second time. Speaker, I would like to adopt the words of District 42 as my own, and I also have a comment.
Please proceed.
This bill, as the governor put it out, I feel that, it's more focusing about COVID. Forcing our kids to get the COVID shot. I know this talks about many different types of drugs, but COVID is a new drug that we still know, wondering what's the side effect. And taking the measles, all the other drugs is about 100 years or at least 50 years shown what's the history that it can do to our families and our kids. But taking all these new drugs and new shots, we're not even sure what's going to happen in the future. That the COVID shot that I had to take, I didn't want to take the COVID shot, but because my wife was in the hospital and for me to stand on her bedside, it was forced me to take that shot. But now you're having the churches to be forced in that direction, having the schools to be forced in that direction as well. I think it's against our Constitution, and I think our state, our government is overreaching, and for that reason, I'm really opposed to that. Thank you.
Representative Souza.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in opposition to House Bill 1118 HD1.
Please proceed.
This bill is about removing non-medical exemptions for immunization requirements, but an argument in opposition is not just about religious freedom, but moreover, it is about bodily autonomy and parental autonomy. This bill not only tinkers on a slippery slope as it imposes further barriers on personal freedoms, but it will serve as Pandora's box in infringing on constitutional rights despite the compelling government interests that this bill promotes. Thank you.
Representative Peruso.
No vote, and permission to add written comments, please.
So ordered. Representative Keela.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Olds.
Reservations.
So ordered. Representative Takayama.
Madam Speaker, in support.
Please proceed.
Madam Speaker, there are several reasons why supporting the bill before us is the right thing to do. Among them, the percentage of our school children who are vaccinated against dangerous diseases has fallen below what is considered a safe level. The safe rate is 95% vaccination. As of last year, the rate of vaccinated kindergartners here in Hawaii was about 86%. That's the third lowest in the nation. 36 of our schools report that more than half of their students are missing all of their required vaccinations. One reason for all of this is the large number of students who are claiming religious exemptions from the required vaccinations. And by the way, COVID is not among the required vaccinations under our state law. More than 5% of our student population claim a religious exemption. That's double from just a few years ago, and it's accelerating at a rapid rate. This is concerning because for a large number of students, almost 300, they cannot be vaccinated for medical reasons. This puts them at risk for crippling, even deadly diseases, not to mention as being also at risk the thousands of students who are choosing not to be vaccinated on religious grounds. And yes, we are seeing a rise here in Hawaii in diseases such as chickenpox, whooping cough, and mumps, all of them preventable by vaccination. There are those who object to this measure as unconstitutional. I would point out that Connecticut enacted this very same law in 2021. It was upheld in courts, including the US Supreme Court. If parents have a religious exemption for a child, that child will continue to keep that religious exemption for as long as he or she remains in school. If you object to this bill because your child suffers an adverse reaction to any vaccination, that child can apply for a medical exemption, which will remain under this measure. Finally, I want to make a special point of commending Governor Green, who has, as we all know, traveled to Washington, D.C. to support vaccinations. By introducing this bill here today, he is emphasizing the importance of vaccinations here in Hawaii, too. For all those reasons, Madam Speaker, I ask my colleagues to do the right thing and support this measure. Thank you.
Representative Morikawa.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to have, in support, I would like to have the words of the previous speaker as if they were my own.
So ordered.
And I'd also like to add, my generation understands the importance of vaccinations. When we were born, we were automatically given the drops in the eyes and whatever shots were required. It wasn't a choice because our parents and grandparents had gone through the many diseases that wreaked havoc in Hawaii. When we step on nails or get cut by rusty items, we were given the tetanus shot because we were afraid of lockjaw. I understand the hesitancy of requiring vaccinations, but we must use the fact and science to make our decisions. COVID showed us what can happen when a vaccine is not available. I will admit that I'm afraid of shots, but I also admit that vaccinations save lives. My greatest fear today is that we are losing herd immunity because vaccination rates are declining. Whooping cough, mumps, hepatitis A, chickenpox are cases that have appeared in Hawaii from the last 10 years. Therefore, we must act on this legislation even though advocates beg us not to do so. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Martin.
I rise in strong support, and I'd like to have the words of the health chair adopted as if they are my own.
So ordered.
And I just wanted to add to that having worked in third world countries in healthcare, there are places where people are still witnessing these childhood diseases, and as our representative from Kauai was describing, it is an active memory, an active appreciation of the harm. These vaccines are, to be honest, one of the greatest miracles of Western medicine. They have dramatically expanded our life expectancy. They have saved parents from incredible harm and suffering when they watch their children die or become permanently harmed. And that is something that, bizarrely, we are bringing back into our society today. And while we are not suggesting that parents can't make that choice, though it might be one they will regret if their child ends up dying of a vaccine-preventable disease, what we are saying is we'd like to protect children who can't mount their own immune response, who are not able to get the benefit of the vaccine for whatever reason, and allow them to attend our schools. Thank you.
Representative Tam.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in support.
Please proceed.
I would like to have the words from the health chair inserted into the journal as if they're my own.
So ordered.
And I just wanted to add that the federal administration has begun to pull funds and stall research into medicine. It has pulled out of the World Health Organization and wiped critical health information from the Center of Disease Control. So my support for this is because if we are going to go down this route, the federal administration is going to go down this path, disease will mutate and vaccines will be obsolete. And that will put our kids and our adults that are vaccinated at serious risk. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Belatti.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In support with reservations.
So ordered.
Brief comment. My reservations lie with how this bill will be implemented, the legal challenges it will face, and the delay that we will actually face in actually vaccinating and immunizing children should we choose this route. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Muraoka.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Strong opposition. I'd just like to say, as a parent of 6 children, I don't think any any ruler, any law, any legislation, and any government should tell me how to treat my child, what to do for my child. I think that should be between myself as a
Madam
parent.
Speaker, point of order.
Sorry,
I think that the speaker should be addressing the rostrum.
I apologize. So as I was saying, as a parent, I think that decision should be strongly between myself and my family doctor. Thank you.
Representative Pierick,
Thank you. In opposition?
please proceed.
Thank you. Very much against this bill. I used to serve in the Air Force Chaplain Corps, and I would support airmen and guardians and their family members getting a religious exemption from immunizations or other things in the U.S. Air Force. I used to serve in the hospice with Bristol as a chaplain, where I would help people accommodate their religious exemptions. This Department of Education should not be exempt from our First Amendment right to pursue our faith as sincerely held as we have it. A previous Supreme Court, not a case, but just in general, the Supreme Court was referenced. I could share similar information on the opposing side saying, no, there's Supreme Court cases that are saying that this bill, if it became law, would become challenged and it wouldn't be supported. Thank you.
Representative Chun.
Reservations, please.
So ordered.
Thank you.
Representative Poi Poi.
Reservations, please.
So ordered. Representative Lamosal.
Same request, Speaker.
So ordered. Members, any further discussion? Representative Hussey.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. With reservations, I'd like to request that the words of the representative from Makakilo be introduced into the journal as if they were my own.
So ordered.
In addition, I'd like to mention that, I think actually, surprise, surprise, I actually think that the representative, the minority floor leader makes a good point, which is that education is incredibly important. However, I do disagree respectfully with my colleague in that I don't believe that this bill does violate the First Amendment. And I should say that as a parent of 3 children, I think that vaccines are really important simply because we take the vaccines and we have the vaccines administered to our children because it's what provides health for the greater good. It's really about public health and not just our personal choices. So thanks for the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Representative Garcia, second time, still in opposition.
Second time in opposition, still. Madam Speaker, I don't think any of us on our side of the aisle today is saying that vaccines don't work. This argument isn't about vaccines or whether or not they're important. Of course they're important. Of course they save lives. Of course they're a world miracle that we have vaccines today. But it boils down to someone's individual belief. This country was founded from people fleeing religious persecution, and they wanted to be in a land where no matter what they believed in, the government could not tell them, you're wrong, we're right. This bill does exactly that. The issue shouldn't be whether or not vaccines are safe. About 95% are already vaccinated. Our schools already require vaccinations. This is just for certain families, parents, who feel that this is a violation of their religious faith. A very small minority. And as a free country, as a free state, we should make every accommodation to accommodate those religious beliefs. For all those reasons and for our firm belief that this is not constitutional, I make a motion that we recommit House Bill 1118 back to the Health Committee.
Representative Pierick.
I rise and second the motion.
Recess, subject to the call of the chair. Recess. Will the House come to order? Members, there will be limited debate on the merits of the motion to recommit. Is there any discussion? Representative Pierick,
In support of the motion to recommit.
please proceed.
Thank you. I believe a majority, if not many, of our constituents in at least my district and in our state would not like this bill to become law. So in furthering their perspectives and desires, I believe that we should make this bill
Point of order, Madam
go
Speaker.
forward.
Representative Souza, please state your point and which rule you believe is being violated.
Sure. We're not arguing on the substantive merits of the bill, but the procedural merits. And his argument is substantive in nature.
Thank you. Representative Pierick, please confine your debate to the motion to recommit. Please proceed.
Thank you. So with everything said, I believe we should vote yes on recommitting this bill.
Representative Garcia.
Madam Speaker, I move for a roll call vote.
So noted, and we will take that up at the appropriate time after discussion.
I second the motion.
Thank you, Representative Alcos. Representative Peruso.
Madam Speaker, I oppose the recommittal.
Please proceed.
Although I voted no on this measure, I do think that public conversation should continue as long as the process carries us. I voted no for very different reasons than many of the other members voted no, and I do think this is an important public conversation. I won't go into the reasons that I voted no, but I think the process is important, and I'm opposed to the recommittal.
Representative Souza.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm in opposition to the recommittal as well. And I want to also make that very clear to the public watching the floor proceeding today that this is not a substantive debate that we're having right now. This is a procedural debate as to the recommittal. I also voted no for my own reasons that I stated previously on this measure. But I think recommitting this bill, again, is essentially killing this bill. And I think as Republicans and being on this side of the aisle, we should want transparency. We should want the conversation to continue, and we should not be a part of the problem.
Madam Speaker.
Representative Garcia, please state your point and the rule you believe is being violated.
Yes, the comments that was made about being Republican is not pertaining to the recommittal. Thank you.
Representative Souza, please confine your remarks to the merits of the recommittal.
Sure, but I am a Republican, so I am speaking on behalf of myself. And so I basically want to express the fact that we should not be a part of the problem. We should want the process to unfold no matter what we think about the substantive merits of the bill, and we should allow the procedural process to take place and do things in the light. And that would entail the bill not being recommitted and to proceed further onto the next committee and to continue on in the legislative process. Thank you.
Representative Bellotti.
Thank you. I also stand in opposition to recommittal.
Please proceed.
I would like to support the words of my colleague and co-convener of the Good Government Caucus. I think for transparency's sake, we should oppose this committal. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Iwamoto.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise in opposition to the motion to recommit. And may the words of Representative from Wahiawa be counted as my own.
So ordered. Any further discussion on the motion to recommit? Okay, seeing no further discussion. Members, a roll call vote has been requested. All those in favor of a roll call vote, please signify such by raising your hands. Mr. Clerk, is there a sufficient number of votes?
Madam Speaker, there is an insufficient number of votes.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Okay, members, we are going to take a voice vote on the motion to recommit. Vote aye if you are in favor of the recommittal. Vote no if you are opposed to the recommittal. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. No. The motion to recommit has failed. Members, we are back to the main motion. Any further discussion on the underlying measure? Representative Pierick, I believe you've stood up once, so this is your second time? No, you've stood up twice.
This isn't for a speech, this is for a different thing.
Oh, okay, please proceed.
I make a motion for a roll call vote, not for the recommittal, but a roll call vote for the bill itself.
Recess, subject to the call of the chair. Recess. Will the House come to order? Representative Pyrick, the chair will rule your motion out of order. Okay, we are back to the main motion. Any further discussion on Standing Committee Report 532? Representative Pyrick.
Well, just point of order. If I may add, I don't believe it's out of order. As we discussed a moment ago, we agreed that we're not going to make a voice vote because we're both agreeing that we're not going to do that for all 100 plus bills. That's not necessarily out of order.
Noted. Thank you, Representative Pyrick. Any further discussion? Representative Iwamoto.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Which rule are you citing to declare that out of order?
It is our House rules for bills passing second reading.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion? If not, we are going to be taking a voice vote on all of the bills listed on pages 2 through 27. All those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. Item number 7, introduction of resolutions. Mr. Clerk, are there any resolutions for action?
Madam Speaker, there are no resolutions for action. May all others be referred to print.
So ordered. Item number 8, announcements. Members, are there any announcements?
Madam Speaker,
Representative Takayama,
may I be permitted a very late introduction?
please proceed.
I would like to introduce, sitting in the gallery, the Director of the State Department of Health, Dr. Kenneth Fink. Thank you for being here.
Representative Garcia.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just one quick announcement. As a good thing happened today, a former member of this body was just confirmed and is now a member of the presidential cabinet. So congratulations to former House member Tulsi Gabbard.
Thank you, Representative Garcia. Representative Matayoshi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Your Committee on Consumer Protection and Commerce requests a waiver of the 48-hour advance notice requirement for the purpose of conducting a public hearing with decision-making to follow on HB 750 relating to the environment.
So ordered.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The public hearing will be held on Thursday, February 13th at 2 p.m. in conference room 329.
Members, any further announcements? Okay, seeing none. The motion to adjourn, Representative Morikawa.
Madam Speaker, I move that this House stand adjourned until 12 o'clock noon tomorrow.
Representative Garcia.
Madam Speaker, I second the motion.
All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. The House stands adjourned until 12 o'clock noon tomorrow.